Hey everybody, it's Seth with Magnolia and Steel. This is Come Have a Seat, where every week someone pulls up a chair and we talk honestly about life, the good, the hard, and everything in between. Today I'm here with my good friend, Miss Pat Jackson. How are you?
I'm great, Seth. Good to be here.
Good, I'm glad you're here. Thank you for saying yes. I know you were a little hesitant. Yeah.
I was. I was
Uh-huh.
a little hesitant.
uh-huh.
Public speaking has always been a hard thing for me,
Uh-huh.
but I firmly believe that we all need to do hard things.
Yeah.
So,
I hate talking in front of people.
mhm.
I always have. I grew up in the church singing. Singing is no big deal. I can sing in front of however many people, but to stand and talk, that freaks me out.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
When I was at school, uh, seems like forever ago now, I used to have to get up and talk in front of people. And I can remember specific times I used to get this red flush that
Uh-huh.
just
Yeah.
climbed my skin. And
Yeah.
I just kept making myself keep doing it.
Yeah.
And it gets easier.
Yeah. Well, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay. Well, I moved to Allen County 33 years ago
Okay.
when I met Billy Joe
Okay.
and we got married. And I have been here ever since. This is definitely my home,
Yeah.
and I have been blessed with a beautiful family down here that I absolutely adore.
Yeah.
I have two stepchildren, Angel Clark and James Jackson, and their families,
Yeah.
and those families have just grown and grown and grown
Yeah.
over the
They're
years. We
big.
have,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
we have a full house when they're all there,
Yeah.
and it gets loud and messy, and we love it.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
absolutely
That's
love
awesome.
it. Yes.
Yeah.
And I was in the school system for 27 years, taught sixth grade social studies and then seventh grade language arts, and then finished up the last 10 years in the school guidance office.
Okay.
Very blessed to have that career, and
Yeah.
it changed me in ways that, you know, I'll never recover from,
Right.
in a good way. In a good way.
Right.
It makes my day when I see former students.
Yeah.
And then simultaneously, Billy Joe and I built a photography um, career as well. He actually started it,
Yeah.
and then when he decided he wanted to go play in the dirt again, I took over in
Yeah.
2005 and still have that going.
Yeah. That's
So,
awesome.
so it's a busy life.
Yeah. What's your favorite thing to photograph?
you know, Honestly, I say all the time, whatever I'm photographing at the moment
At the
is my
moment
favorite
is
thing. I
yeah.
mean, I do a lot of weddings and engagements and seniors, and those are probably the easiest.
Uh-huh.
But I love it all because I love people
Yeah.
and I love being
Yeah.
around people. And the best thing about all of it is getting to be a part of wonderful things
Yeah.
in people's lives, and sometimes sad
Yeah.
things. And those are equally important
Right.
because sadness is a part of life.
Right.
And I am beyond blessed that I get to witness things. Sometimes I get to find out about things
Right. Yeah.
before the general public
Right.
because
Right.
they're
Yeah.
shooting announcements, and
Right.
those things just are such a blessing
Yeah.
to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's great. Okay, I got some questions for you if you're
Okay.
good to jump into it.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Okay. All right. Um, what is something people would be surprised to learn about you?
Well, probably several things, but the number one is I have never really seen a picture of myself that I like.
Really?
I'm always, there's always, they say we're our own worst critic,
Uh-huh.
and I
Yeah.
definitely am that.
Yeah.
And so that's why when you asked me for a picture for my bio
Uh-huh.
for this, I had to go back and dig
Uh-huh.
because I just
Well, you
don't
sent a
have
great picture.
well, it was made at James and Stephanie's wedding. So
Did you shoot the wedding?
I did shoot the
Yeah.
wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
how does that work? You being
Well, if I need to be in it, I will set everything and then hand it over to
okay
somebody who's gracious enough to
to snap the
point
picture?
and shoot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good. That's good. If you could leave viewers with one thought, what would it be?
Well, you know, I I'm kind of a philosophical person, and the
Uh-huh.
counselor in me, I could say lots and lots of different things, but I think probably the main one is to never stop learning
Hmm.
and growing and being open to figuring out different things about yourself and about life.
Yeah.
I feel like, when I retired, I, had just a little bit more time on my hands, and I've really dug into lots of things that I really was clueless about
Hmm.
before I had the time to dig into them, things about health and those kind of things. And
Yeah.
so I think, just being open to new ideas.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, that's cool. When do you feel most like yourself?
Well, I think depending on what I'm doing, there are different parts of my life that are all me.
Uh-huh.
Certainly I get fired up when I get behind the camera.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I even if I am not feeling well or
Uh-huh.
have had a bad day, and sometimes I think, oh my goodness, there's so much going on. I don't know how I can even try to be creative. But then once I get that camera up,
Yeah.
it's like the whole world goes away.
Yeah.
I'm also, very happy in the dirt.
Yeah.
I love being around my family, love being at church.
Yeah.
So
That's awesome.
I think that answers almost anywhere.
Yeah. 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 That's cool. Okay, so this is one that I ask everybody.
Okay.
Okay. What's your comfort show, song, and meal?
Well, I'm an old soul.
Uh-huh.
I have always been an old soul. I am never happier than when I'm watching the Waltons
Okay.
or Andy Griffith.
Right.
I've always said pretty much every lesson in life you need to learn,
Mhm.
you can learn from Andy Griffith.
Uh-huh. Yeah, for
And
sure.
the Waltons are a good
Yeah.
second.
Yeah.
And I guess my favorite song is Sweet Caroline.
Okay, that's fun. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'll never turn down a good meatloaf.
Okay. All right. All right.
I'm a country girl.
Okay. Hey, that's great. That's great. Yeah, Andy Griffith is a show. We lived with my granny. We've been your neighbors
Yes.
my whole
Yes.
life, I feel like.
Yes.
And so I would, Erica and I started dating when we were children.
Yeah.
So we would talk on the phone every night, and then I'd get off the phone and I'd go downstairs and we'd watch Andy Griffith with Granny every night. So it's a sweet memory to watch Andy Griffith.
Well, when I was in the classroom, there was, back in the day, we used to have what was called a movie makeup day when kids owed work and we'd give them a chance to make things up, and we'd show movies as a reward to the kids who had kept up with everything. And the last few years, I started bringing my mom's Andy Griffith tapes, not tapes, but CDs.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, kids loved it. Kids loved it. I think it's just from a simpler time that we all crave.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Truly.
I get that for sure. Yeah. Okay, if someone were pulling up a chair with you today, what would you want them to hear? And I think this is one I ask everybody too. I think it could be past, present, future, anybody.
Well, I'm not sure if this is for sure what you're asking, but
Okay.
I feel like that I would want them to hear that what they have to say is important.
Yeah.
That I am willing to listen to them, because I feel like so much of the time, and that's something I've really been trying to work on. So much of the time, I feel like when we're talking to people, we're too busy thinking about what we're going to say next to really hear what the person next to us is saying.
Yeah.
And so I think everybody's important and everybody's story deserves to be heard.
Yeah.
And I always want to do my part in listening to that, whether it's, an older person.
Yeah.
Or if it's a little kid.
Yeah.
I think we need to listen more than we speak.
We did a podcast a few weeks ago when we talked about listening to older people.
Oh my goodness.
Because they are wise and they do have good information if we would just slow down and listen to what they're trying to tell us.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And when they're gone, that's when we realize how much we didn't ask that we should have. And it's gone when they're gone.
It's too late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We live in a world where we can get instant access, but the people we love and their stories, when they're gone, they're gone.
They're gone. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy.
I think we all need to slow down a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, the world's crazy. Just, I say it all the time, but, with Sybil and everything, I mean, time is just flying by.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. I always say, and this comes, from watching children in our own family grow, but also from photographing so many kids. If you want to see how fast time's flying, watch a baby that first year.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
It's daily.
Yeah.
And truly we all are.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Do you have any questions for me?
Are you enjoying what you're doing with this? I just think it's such a fun adventure.
I don't know how this came about. I feel like the Lord just laid it on my heart that this is what I needed to do.
Yeah.
It's definitely outside my comfort zone, but it's been fun. I've enjoyed getting to sit down with everybody, and I'm excited to see what's what comes of it next. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I think you're doing an awesome job.
Well, thank you very
Yeah,
much.
for
Well, I
sure.
really do appreciate you coming and sitting with me today.
Well, thank you for asking me.
Yes, yeah. I'm glad you finally said yes.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Thank you all for pulling up a chair. I'm glad you were here. Let's see if this stops. I'll have to